turns up the gain of that frequency, and it makes it sound something like this. Yo, you already know who the fuck I am. It's Antro, okay? For you guys, for all the loyal subscribers who keep watching my videos, motherfuckers, I'm gonna give you some sauce today. It is gonna be something that's gonna take your Scarlxrd type beats from here to like here. The point is, appreciate this video by hitting that subscribe button and hitting that like button. This is just the beginning of my little Scarlxrd type beat videos, tutorials, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, here we go. Enjoy this shit. Yo, check this out. I got on a lapel mic, fucking looking like I'm on Everyday Struggle or some shit. High production, high quality type beat. Anyways, where do I start? Let's start with this main melody, or I guess lead you can call it. So yeah, as you can hear, when it's dry, it sounds like fucking Mario 6 octaves. When you're making melodies or some shit, you can paste an octave higher, it's gonna be in the same key. What I did for the mixing on this, I added Fruity Squeeze, which is like, it's like a form of distortion. Just listen to it yourself. Like, it crushes the sound, it's like a bit crusher. And then I added fast distortion. Alright, hopefully your ears aren't bleeding. Then I added Camel Crush. As you see, the first 4 fucking plugins that I have on this sound are just distortion. Originally, this was my 808 chain, but then I was like, nah, that's a little too much, it's a little too crazy. So I just put it on this lead. So with Camel Crush, and then I put a limiter on top of all of that. I dropped the ceiling so it wouldn't just fucking rape your ear. And then I added chorus just to make the sound thicker. What chorus does is basically it plays your sound on top of each other, so it duplicates your sound and then it delays it a little bit. So it gives it like it makes it sound like there's multiple leads playing at once, but in reality it's just your sound like duplicated. Then I added Lagrange. I don't have to use 2 channels for delay and reverb. I can just use Lagrange because it has that capability of doing delay and reverb. Honestly, fruity delay, fruity reverb, same thing. Then I took out the bad frequencies that were sticking out to me, and then I just put Stereo Shaper to push everything to the side to make way of like the main melody, or just to make room for like vocals, and it ends up sounding like this. Alright, so then moving on to the drums, what I have is just basically this. I mean, those are basic fucking trap hi-hats. I fucked with the velocity, like it low-key changes the pitch of the hats. Like, it doesn't make it sound like a robot. Like, so listen to this. And then listen to this. Also, I did mess with the panning. Those are the hi-hats. That's a little bit of sauce. You can fuck around with the panning of the hi-hats. You just put the randomizer on and it's gonna make your beat sound more dynamic. Open hat, regular, just regular. Here's the most important part, the 808 and the kick. The kick basically can't sound like that without putting some form of soft clipper on the master. Honestly, the best one, or the one that sounds the best to me, is the T-Rax, because I don't know, it just the program, it just comes out good. I like the way it sounds. You don't have to use this though. You can use Fruity Soft Clipper and it won't be that much of a difference. I just like the way that you can turn up the volume on T-Rax. You can just turn up the volume of every single channel in the mix and just make your mix sound louder, and then put Soft Clipper on it, and it's the same thing. Basically just saves me time by having this plugin. So it's really useless unless you you know, you're lazy like me. Turned it up all the way here. You have those kick rolls. It basically it distinguishes a normal like hard trap beat to like a Scarlxrd type beat. Last but not least, the 808. A lot of people ask me how I distort my 808s, and it's really simple, you know. So basically, that's the 808 without any like distortion. And then what I like to add is Camel Crusher, which is just a distortion plugin. I mean, you can get this for free. You can get this at Camel Crusher. Just type that in on Google and you're gonna find it. It's free. Basically, it just brings more color into the 808. And then I add R-Bass, another favorite. You don't have to have all these plugins that I have. You can really get all of the sounds out of Fruity, out of the native plugins, but I just like using R-Bass. It's so much easier. But what you can do with R-Bass is basically you can pick a frequency, and I have it set at 72 Hertz, and then you can just turn up the intensity. And basically what the plugin does is just turns up the gain of that frequency, and it makes it sound something like this. This is without it, and this is with it. Now let's explain what's going on right here. Basically what I have right here, if you've never tried this, it basically is just more distortion, because what it does is just it adds a second 808 on top of this, and it makes it louder and it distorts it more. Hold on, let me take some. So you can try this on a lot of your 808s and you're gonna be surprised sometimes. Like sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it sounds like trash. It's a matter of trial and error with this. You basically just copy and paste it into the second octave, and if it's too loud, you can just highlight it and then turn it down on the velocity. So this is what it sounds like all together with the mix on that shit. The only thing I got on my snares is RVox. So you know how like if you turn this out up, it basically cuts out the end frequencies. Basically RVox does the same thing. It just cuts off and it cleans the tail end of any sound that you got. And then let's get to the main melody, which is the most important part, because I don't know how this was made. If you want to get this melody or other melodies, you can find it in my friend's kit. Yeah, he's got a lot of good fucking melodies and shit. Not only like Scarlxrd type shit, he's got a lot of type shit. Anyways, enough fucking promotion. I mean, basically what I have is this doubler, which makes everything sound like stereo. And then I have this parallel particles. So basically what this is, it's basically a parallel compressor. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Except it's got a little bit more bells and whistles than like. I also EQ'd the lows out of the sample. Alright, obviously OBS is a piece of shit. I forgot to say one more thing. One last thing, buddy boy. This is a little perk loop that I made a long time ago, and it just sounds like this. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope you subscribe. And I hope you make better beats because of this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Basically what I'm doing is just I'm gonna be giving away a free kit producing trap beats. Like, I think they should grab this kit because it's gonna have a lot of drum samples that like I think everyone uses, but I think at the same time like beginners are not hip to. Like if you're a beginner and you're just starting to make trap beats, you're not gonna know like what a Spins 808 is or a Zaytoven 808 is. You're gonna have all of these 808s, all of these kits, all of these kicks, all of these snares and all that shit. I'm gonna be posting it on my Scarlxrd. The same link in the description that takes me to my kit is the same link that's gonna be for the Scarlxrd page where you can find the free kit. There's really not much else to say. Just go fuck yourself.